Stop checking. Checking this phone, checking this phone, checking the time, looking at YouTube, seeing notifications, looking at WhatsApp. You gotta stop checking. What's the time? What's the time? Oh my gosh, it's already. Just relax. Everything's gonna be fine. But just stop checking. Take your phone, put it aside. You don't need WhatsApp. You don't have to check it every single second, or every single minute, or every single hour, every single day. That's debilitating, man. That's terrible. That is ridiculous. You are busy checking and checking and checking, so you will check your life away. Today I just woke up, and you're not going to believe what I did. I checked the online sales, then I checked WhatsApp, then I checked email, then I looked at the time on my watch, then I checked how many videos I've got and all of the comments. Then I saw the watch time, I checked, check this, check that, check. Imagine if you wanted to go to the gym, and every single time you did one rep, one little arm curl, you went to the mirror to see your progress, to check. You're never going to see anything. And the crazy thing is, the more you check, the less progress you see. And then you get discouraged. That's just in the gym context. Let's take a look at WhatsApp. You keep on checking WhatsApp for messages. Next thing, you get a message. Now the reason, let me explain why this is, let me explain what that even means, okay? Because most people are going to say, what? You're telling me I'm checking WhatsApp, checking, and then I get a message. So what? This is the so what here. WhatsApp and all these companies design their apps to function like casinos. Now what they did was they had rats and electrodes in their brain. Sorry, let me change it. They had rats and they had cheese. Famous experiment, you can go research it, who it's done, research paper, etc. And what they did, they had these rats and they had a block of cheese that they could see. And then they attached their tails to a mechanism that would measure how much force the rats pulled with their tails. And so what happened was, the rats would pull with, let's say, 10 newtons of force. And they pull to get the cheese that they can see. Now what they do is, these scientists create something called a variable reward. Either by alternating where the length of the cheese is every single time, or by making the rat unable to see or smell the cheese, and then they see it. And so what they do is they structure it in a way that they get variable reward, that the rats don't know exactly when they're going to get the cheese. And they found that they pulled and tugged 20 times harder. Now that's the most important study of your life that you're going to have to know. You need to memorize that study back to front. Go research it back to front. But the general idea of it, they had rats with cheese. When they could see the cheese, they could see the outcome, they pushed or they pulled at a certain rate. But when they didn't know when they were going to get the outcome, when they didn't know that when they were going to get the cheese, either by alternating the distance of the cheese or by making it impossible for them to tell where it is, they pushed harder. So let's take a look at every single thing that you, my friend, check on a daily basis. Let's take a watch. If you were standing there, staring at the watch, watching the second hand tick, every single minute, every single hour, waiting for 12 o'clock so you can go off at lunch break, and you're watching the time and staring, fine. But if you're just going to check and look and check again and look, that is going to give you a variable reward, so that when it is 12, dopamine spike to the brain, like taking crack cocaine. I want to give you another example. There are so many examples of checking. Back in the day, my father told me that he used to go check for the newspaper. He used to go check for mail in the mailbox. And then, in the mornings, people would go out and check their mailbox. But they wouldn't just check the mailbox, come in for breakfast, go out and check, and then come back inside, and then it would be lunchtime, go and check, and then just before bed, then they want to check, and they wake up in the middle of the night, go check their mailbox. No. They check it once a day and finished. So now with our cell phones, we have a mailbox in our pocket. It's not even something that you get exercise and you walk outside. We have a mailbox that you check every single day, and you can apply that mailbox analogy to anything. So let's take your compulsive and my compulsive use of YouTube. Now, are you subscribed to any creators? Perhaps you subscribe to me, because that's the right choice. But if you subscribe to someone on YouTube, which should be me, and you see me post, you will get a notification, my friend, that it says, ding, Mr. Person at AFS, Mr. Man in a Suit has sent you a new message. How to get girlfriend, how to get strong, how to train well, how to eat, whatever the story is, or comedic take about you winning the lottery. There are millions. See all these videos here, hundreds of thousands of videos. They never ever end. So the point of it is, that you are checking things way too often. And when you and I check YouTube, we get a notification on our phones. Now here's something I learned from a man called Mr. Who's the Boss. If you aren't on your cell phone for a very long time, what it does is it starts giving you notifications from email, notifications from system, notifications update your phone. So that when you go on your phone, it looks like you've missed out on a fortune. That's an integral design part of the cell phone. We're not even talking apps here. We are talking the cell phone's innate design is to make it as addictive as possible. So this checking thing, check this, check that, that is how it is designed. You know, the only reason this online marketplace does well is because it's designed for you to check. Is there still stock? Is the price right? Is there another item that's been loaded up? That's how it's designed. And so if you're going to then be one of those producers and come in as on a sales side, on my side I'm doing the sales of it. And I'm still addicted to checking and seeing if there are any customer notifications. And they don't integrate it properly with email. They don't integrate it properly so that you get a notification. So with this online app, what I'm doing, what I'm using is I'm using it to sell secondhand shoes and clothes and bags and everything like that. Now what I need is for it to do a ping, ding, and then I know customers message me, I must reply. But what it does is it will ding, 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 and just ping all the time. Because it's giving me a notification when people like the items, when people share the items, when people download the photo, when people send me an offer, so it isn't just that one set thing, and that is by design. These people spend hundreds of thousands of dollars to design their websites and have engineers expertly crafted so it's addictive and so it looks appealing to the eye so that people buy, facilitating payments. So I promise you, it would be a click of their fingers and they'd be able to process payments like that. Sorry, not process payments, they'd be able to click their fingers and they'd be able to send notifications in that very manner. Excuse me. So I guess this video is advice in as much as it is me ranting about all the problems I've had with online sites. But seriously, if you find that you felt yourself being addicted to your cell phone and checking it and using it, it's because of this. It's because of the checking. Here's one word for you. Somebody tells you, I'm addicted to my cell phone. You tell them, you check your cell phone too often. So now we understand the problem. But what's the solution? Because I clearly can see that you are checking your phone, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. Oh, I forgot about those. Checking the time on your watch, checking the time on your phone. You know the most used application of the cell phone? You want to guess what it is? Two things. WhatsApp, 5 billion downloads, and checking the time. Checking. So how do you solve it? Well, here's something you can do. We know that the cell phone is innately designed to be as addictive as possible through the sessions. What it will do is you haven't used your cell phone for 6 months. Well, as I said, system notifications, update your phone, clean up storage, download this app, update, whatever. But it will give you a long list of notifications so you use it. But we can flip that on them. We can just go and disable every single notification. What we can do is we can go on WhatsApp and put a notification on WhatsApp that it will go ding, and all the important things, make it go ding. Because if your phone's on silent, then you're going to silently click open the app and see if you've been given a notification. But if you have your cell phone with you, you can just live your life. And then it'll go ding, and then you open it and respond to the message. Put your phone away, because it's like poison. It's kind of like having snake venom in your pocket when you go on a hike. And so if you get bitten by a snake, you have the snake anti-venom, it's anti-venom with you, so that you won't die. But you're not just going to have the anti-venom with you all the time. You're not just going to have the anti-venom and look at it and see if you've been bitten by a snake. No, when you get bitten by a snake, that's the ding, and you take out your snake venom. So when you're going throughout your life, you will get a ding, and then you take out your tool, which is your phone, WhatsApp, and you answer the messages. That's a simple way that you, my friend, can stop checking your phone. But anyway, you've got to stop checking your phone, because it is going to ruin your life. And so I'm going to apply these lessons even more to a great extent. I've done it with WhatsApp, I need to do it with online sales, but that is exactly how I have stopped checking my phone. The other thing that you can do, and I want to end on this, in order to stop checking your phone, is to replace every single part of the phone with something physical. See, the thing is that in the golden age of the 18th and 17th century and what happened was every single purpose had an item. You wanted to walk in the dark, like Nightingale. You would have a torch, or you would have you would have a torch or you would have a lantern. You wanted to send mail, well, you would have to send physical mail, not an email. You wanted to, for example, send out information in the form of an article. You couldn't go online and write a blog post. You had to have a printing press. In fact, let's say the 4th century, you needed to actually get a scribe to handwrite it for you. So if you want to stop checking your phone, for example, if you check your phone for the time, wear a watch. And if you want to check the cell phone for lots of different functions, like a torch or whatever, carry around a torch if you do so wish. So that's the point. But please, for the life of me, you need to pay attention here. You will waste your life away if you don't stop checking your phone.